Assalamu alaikum, friends. This is Nadir Shah in Chicago, and you're watching my channel, Knowledge for Quality of Life. Friends, last time I looked at it in the few vlogs, what is vitamin D, why it is important, how we can fix it. And the last vlog, we looked at it, that what are the cofactors upon which vitamin D is dependent as far as absorption is concerned. Today, I'm going to take a look at it. What is the field data, field observations? There are leading scientists who did peer-reviewed papers, about 15 peer-reviewed papers, and this data is coming as a result of that peer-reviewed papers. And it's a snapshot rather than discussing all the peer-reviewed papers. It's a snapshot so that you can see the pictorial form. And we will look at it, what are the incidences of non-communicable diseases. And by no means this is a complete list. This is few diseases which we are going to look into it. And I will include in the description the source of this so that you can read it on your own later if you need to, so that you have time to digest, because that's why I do once a week a vlog, so that you can have some reading time and digest this thing. Because remember, at the end of the day, what we are trying to do, we are trying to create community of learners. And this is knowledge sharing, purely knowledge sharing. So if you are well equipped with the current knowledge, what is out there, you will be able to have a better dialogue with your doctors. You will have a better understanding of your health, and you can take your health as you're in charge. You are the only in charge of your health at the end of the day. It's not the doctor. We cannot blame doctors. Doctors are there to facilitate us. They are there to help us because they have many patients, right? But I'm the one who is the single person. And for my family, I'm the world. For me, my family is the world. So what we are going to do at our level, by no means, anybody can take care of ourselves in that respect. So let me share my screen with you. So what you're looking at it, the title says disease incidence prevention by serum 25-hydroxy level. Now, you remember that by now, the 25-hydroxy is nothing but vitamin D level in our blood. Serum means blood. So what is the vitamin D level in our blood when we go for a test? That's the level they're talking about here. The top row here, it's in nanograms per milliliter, starts from 6 nanograms and goes onward. Then on the left column, you have some various diseases, non-communicable diseases, such as cancer, type 1 diabetes, fractures, multiple sclerosis, heart attack, heart disease, kidney cancer, endometrial cancer, rickets. So, and if you look at the other data here, that this green line is US and Canadian population average. So basically our average in the North America is about 25 nanograms per milliliter. So this study takes this 25 nanograms per milliliter as a reference range. So everything is calibrated or measured, all these incidences or frequency of occurrences against this reference level. Now, if you look at here, this pinkish area, this is a tribal East African standard average level. So which is about 46 nanogram, which we talked about in few vlogs in the past, that how they maintain naturally through the sunlight absorption. Then this is blue is outdoor workers in late summer, and they somehow are in the range of 49 nanograms per milliliter. This is again through the natural absorption through the sunlight. So you can compare that US and Canadian average is lagging quite a bit from the natural levels, which we are wired for. Remember that nature has wired us, and nature has wired in a way that, it has left many VDRs, which we call vitamin D receptors, at various levels. at the cellular levels, which works in the pathology and physiology of different various cellular mechanisms throughout the body 24/7. When we are sleeping, even things are working. So you need to have enough vitamin D as a raw material based on what nature has wired us. So let me share here this one concept which we've been talking about, 40 to 60 nanograms, which grassroots health 48 leading experts are recommending. This is the range. So this black dark line is that range, is defined between this optimum range, which is the suggested range by them. Now, let's take an example of this one breast cancer. So how you read this graph? So if this is 30%, so if somebody is at 34 nanograms per milliliter, if the person maintains 34 nanograms per milliliter, what they have observed that, they have reduced the incidences of occurrences breast cancer by 30%. Now, if you go here, of course, these cross lines you see, this is the extrapolation of the data with a decent confidence level. And if you raise this vitamin D level up to 51, then the probability of occurrence of this disease, such as breast cancer in this case, can be reduced by 83%. So they have variety of diseases here discussed. Ovarian cancer, like a 12% reduction in the incidences at 40 nanograms and 17% at 47 nanograms. Then you look at the type 1 diabetes, 35 nanograms reduction in occurrences or incidences by 25%. And then it goes to 66% reduction at 53 nanograms. So if you look at the range, the demand for different functionality at different disease prevention is not fixed. It's not one size fits all, that you maintain 30 or you will prevent all the diseases or you will mitigate all the risk for all the different variety of diseases. But every disease has different demand. That's the point I wanted to illustrate here. And this range is given by Grassroots Health of 40 to 60 nanograms is for a reason, by looking at the various studies, various observational data, that how we can mitigate the risk of various diseases. When we are talking about diseases, non-communicable diseases. And I personally, in my family, I try to keep it around 60. That's my target. And whatever it needs to be done during the summertime by some sunlight, during my afternoon walk, and during the winter, of course, I'm in Chicago. I don't get enough, sunlight, and at a level that, at 45 degrees and above, so I don't make enough vitamin D in the winter because of the latitude where I'm located. So I make it up in my supplement. So let me stop share here. And if you look at here, legends are defined here, and you can read it on your own in the description. And all the references here mention all these 15 peer-reviewed papers, which I was talking about a while back, that this chart is coming from. So if somebody is interested, I would highly recommend to read these and take your time. It's all about updating your knowledge. This is everything probably new, just like it was new for me when I started this journey in 2015. And trust me that, it's everything I spent, every minute I spent in reading, it's well worth it. And today I'm at a different state, not only for myself, for my family as well. And let me stop share here, and hopefully I got some message out there that, it's not only maintaining our proper health, but what is the basic D requirement for our body, our body's physiology and body's pathology, what it demands for, the way nature has wired us. And of course, by no means I'm trying to say here that vitamin D is a silver bullet. No, please don't get this. What I'm saying that this is the first step. We will be talking about many more things such as diet and what different tests are involved and whatever, one thing at a time, because I don't want to overwhelm in one video because it gets lengthier, and I know people don't like to see lengthier videos. So hopefully I'll try to take a deep dive on individual diseases next time, and we will focus on cancer, we will focus on diabetes, we will focus on individual issues and see what is the reduction factor with this vitamin D. See you next time.